Hi there, today we're going to look at BMW wheel centre badges. The centre badges on the centre caps of BMW wheels are one of the most popular things to replace. Being so close to the road, they get damaged fairly easily to all the dirt and grit, etc. that comes up off the road after a couple of years. Then the lacquer on the top of them tends to blister, the colours fade, and they just look generally old and tired. So to keep your car looking good, and you want to replace the centre badges on the wheel centres. There's quite a few different ways that these are actually fitted to the wheel centre. Sometimes they're just simply stuck onto the wheel centre. Other times there's like a plastic collar that goes over the top of them. To put them in place, you've got to unclip the plastic collar and the badge falls away. Other times there's also another one where the badge is actually part of the centre cap. You can't remove the badge from the centre cap, and so there's the three main types. Now there's different sizes of the badges we can see here. These are sort of 6 of the most common sizes. To work out which badge is on your car, the simple way to do that is to take the badge off and measure it. If your badge is on the type of wheel centre that has a locking collar around it, remove the locking collar so you can see the full width of the wheel badge. Then measure the full diameter of the badge from side to side, including the chrome ring around it, and that'll tell you what size badge you need. So the badges that we have here today, we've got the largest one here is 70 millimeters, and this has a curved profile. We have a 64.5 millimeter curved profile badge. Then we've got a 60 millimeter flat profile. This is totally flat, this badge. This one's a 58 millimeter curved profile, 58 millimeter flat profile, and a 45 millimeter curved profile badge. There's not a lot to be seen between the curved and the flat one. You might be able to tell this one's just slightly curved, where this is just totally flat. And you would be decided which one of these badges you need by your wheel centre as to whether it's a completely flat wheel centre or whether it has a slight curve on it. If you try to fit a flat one to the curved wheel centre, it won't fit. It'll just rock backwards and forwards. And if you try to fit a curved one to a flat wheel centre, when you're pushing it on, you'll push the middle in and you'll have an indentation in the middle and it'll look odd. So you need to make sure you've got the right wheel centre. So get the right measurement, get the right diameter, and decide whether it's flat or whether it's curved. All of these badges on the back have a self-adhesive backing, so fairly easy to attach. You just need to clean the wheel centre or the surface you're going to stick it to, make sure it's totally clean. Try to remove any old glue and make sure it's as smooth as possible. And these will stick on pretty well. People buy them to stick in all sorts of different places on the car. A couple of common places where people would like to try and stick them is the centre of the steering wheel on the BMWs that have a steering wheel with a badge in the middle already, because you can't buy that badge in a steering wheel from BMW. Or sometimes when you get some of the older BMWs that have the badge embossed into the material of the steering wheel, which is in like a black leather, and they maybe use one of these 45 millimeter ones instead. They don't fit too well for that sort of thing, because the area where it's embossed is not the smoothest of surface, so they're not the best fit, but they sometimes look a little bit better. The other thing you've got to be aware of, if you're using one of these badges on a steering wheel, if you press the badge, often, especially if it's a curved one, then you'll press the centre in and you'll have an indentation in the centre. So you've got to be careful of that one. These are all genuine BMW badges. At one time, they all used to be made of an aluminium, but now, as you can see, there's a plastic backing on this one. It's a plastic badge. The only one that's aluminium now is a 70 millimeter one. That's some sort of aluminium. But these are quality badges. They'll last a lot longer than the fakes that you can buy on the internet in various places. And the logos look right. If you see the fakes, sometimes the design of the letters BMW and the logo just doesn't look quite right. So you best pay a little bit extra and get the proper badge that you need for your wheel. And it'll make your BMW wheels look exactly the way they're intended to from the factory. We keep all of these badges in stock. You can find our badges on our website, which is www.nm-motorsport.com.